morning, folks. It's just about to go 7:10, so leaving quite late. But I'm also doing something I haven't done before, and that's using the backpack. I bought a wee cheap satchel in a wee shop. I'll get one later. Got a wee cheap satchel in a shop. I was going to go to sort of a Camino shop that there is here in Triacastela, but it was closed. C'est la vie. So this wee cheap bag will do the trick, and hopefully it'll make this walk much easier. There is extra weight added to it. I have a litre and a half of water on me. So that's an extra 1.5 kilograms. So it's not as light as I would like it to be, but it's definitely not as heavy as carrying the backpack as well. So let's see how this goes. I'm heading just past Sarria today. I booked a place last night. It's been so busy. There was a few places I tried to contact and there was no response. So whenever I did finally get an answer, around 8:30 last night, I said yes. It's only in a small town just past Sarria, Ville, which is just before Barbadelo, though apparently they're pretty much nearly considered the same town. They're that close together. But yeah, go there and then try and push on. If this works today and if I feel great when I get there, then tomorrow I'll push on, do a wee bit further, try and get down some of the kilometers so that I can be in Santiago on Sunday. I'm trying to keep an eye out for Camino signs. I'm guessing I'm heading the direction. Be this way. I thought the path was looking a wee bit strange, and I've just checked on my phone, and I've taken an absolute detour to Samos instead of sticking. I must have missed that coming out of the town, out of Triacastela. I turned left when I should have turned right. That's what happens whenever I don't read things the night before or early in the morning. So I'm now on my way to Samos. I'm feeling like an absolute prick. Well, this is a detour I wasn't expecting to take and completely messes up my schedule for today. But it is what it is. I guess I've just added on a lot of extra kilometers. Frig. Feel like an idiot. Really feel like an idiot. But it's nice scenery. But normally I try to avoid walking in long grass like this because of ticks. So I'm guessing I don't really have a choice today. So, not 100% sure what this town's called, but I see a sign there for Las Tres, so that's the way the Camino goes. That's the way I'm going. It's quite a nice little town in the valley, but they make you climb up the hill. Just go back down again to where you were, which is a bit unfair, but sure, it's all an adventure now. It's all new. It's all different. And there's definitely fewer pilgrims on this path. 3, maybe 4 behind me. Not too far behind me. Probably more because pretty sure I'm not the only person who took a left when I should have taken a right. So we'll see how that goes. I can't comment on the other route, but this is really nice. Maybe it's just because it's nice and dry. It could be horrible when it's wet, but the rivers and weirs, all the greenery, cattle are about the place. If you like cats, there's lots of cats. And you're shaded from most of the sun. It's really nice. It is getting a wee bit warmer. It was freezing this morning when I started. Hence wearing this. And the hooded top that I washed yesterday. The long sleeves. So I'll probably take this off. Maybe I'll wait until Samos just to make sure, but I can feel it. I am sweating underneath. But it should dry off quite quickly in the sunshine. And now that I don't have a pack on my back should dry out, which stops me getting a really major damp patch on these tan trousers, which I'm glad I wore today. One, because it was freezing this morning compared to what you'd expect. It was down to 7 or 8 degrees first thing, which was quite chilly, but it'll get up to 19, 20, and hopefully I'll stay dry after that. I'm a wee bit worried about my bag. People do it all the time. They've done it for years. There's a proper system in place, but I paid online, whereas some people, probably most people, put their €6-7 into the envelope along with the bag. I don't know if he'll notice there's no money in mine and go, nope, not taking it, or whether he'll check online. But I guess I'll find out when I get to my albergue. Could miraculously be there and I'll be converted, especially if my shoulders are in less pain. But this is quite a nice walk today. It's peaceful, it's quiet, and you could really just sit and relax, possibly even sleep. Having said that, there were 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 of us in a room last night, and there was only a tiny amount of snoring. And I mean, it was snoring, but it was extremely quiet during the night. So fair play to everybody in that room. I don't know that I got too much sleep, but that's because it's a strange bed. And I don't sleep particularly well anyway, as my wife will be gladly telling everyone and anyone. I know some people coming on to the Camino, they have been taking extra vitamins to help them sleep, help them relax at night. I'm already taking 4 different ones, and I should have more than enough in my system each day, but I just don't sleep well. Noise goes off, I wake up, get uncomfortable, turn over constantly. I don't know how my wife sleeps beside me. Maybe it's because I wait until she's fallen asleep before I try to fall asleep. Whew, an uphill. Right, I'm going to concentrate on what I'm doing. Gorgeous view from here. And a lovely house too. Getting an idea of how steep parts of this are is not easy on camera. Whenever you're trying to go uphill or downhill, it never just translates onto the screen. But there's the marker. Keeping on the same level, that's the hill going up. We've just come down into a valley, crossed over the river, and now we have to walk up the other side of the valley again. So it's another slow trudge. But there's a wonderful smell around here. There's lots of wild mint. And I think there's some garlic somewhere as well. You can get the smell of it. It smells great. It's very zen-like. Peaceful walk. It's nice. Strange little complex. We're going this way. There we go. After 2 hours of walking, we finally arrive at Samos. That was quite a pleasant walk, despite the hills, up and down. But I think it is worth the detour. But I don't know what the other route's like. I didn't really bother to check other people's YouTube videos. But lesson learned. This is nice walking. Look at that, for a monastery. Isn't that epic? Liking this. This is definitely somewhere you'd want to come back to. So I made a choice coming out of Samos to stay on the main road in the hope that I might make up for some of the time that I'd lost by mistakenly going to Samos in the first place. But it's very exposed for quite a while. You're up on a hill with farmland, open farmland around you. So fairly feeling the breeze and the chill. That's the first sign for pilgrims walking that I've seen probably since just outside Samos. But even here, they're bringing us in off to put us back on again just round the corner. So it must be a wee bit of a dangerous corner. But it's a nice little quiet hamlet. Finally back in the outskirts of suburbia. I think this is just on the way in to Sarria. At least I hope it is. Starting to get more and more built up, so I have to be at my albergue before 3 p.m. or failing that to have rang them before 3 p.m. to say that I'm still coming. So I'm going to see if I can even get a stamp here in Sarria, even at the tourist office or something, and then get walking on, because it's another 3.5 kilometers, so it'll take me an hour to do that. So I'm going to press on. I've been asked before, what way are these supposed to go? That the design with the shell on it to show you which way it is to Santiago. It does vary. It really depends on the person that put them down. I think it's supposed to be that the center meeting point is Santiago. That's where all the Camino routes come together. Not upside down like the ones here. So yeah, it depends on who puts them on the ground. Okay, it might have been a wee bit quick signing off. Sarria's not having much to go by. It is quite pretty once you get up to the bridge. And I'm sure in the summer months, lots of people enjoy that better. Just had to chuck in like steps. The hills aren't bad enough. I dare say it's the most direct route. Thankfully, parts of me are still feeling relatively fresh. Otherwise, I'd be hating this right now, especially if I was carrying my full pack. Yeah, once you get across the bridge in Sarria, it's much prettier. It was very busy. There were a number of school groups that are clearly setting up to be on the route tomorrow. I did message an albergue, which is about 30 kilometers ahead, to see if I could reserve for tomorrow night. They haven't answered. 30 kilometers might have been me pushing things as far as I could, so I'm gonna come back a little bit, and then I can try again the next night, see if I can push a wee bit further. If my bag is where it needs to be tonight, then I'll happily try and walk a wee bit further each time, so that I can enjoy it as much as possible. I'm probably going to be walking till about 2:30, 3:15 today, which in the afternoon heat isn't always the best, but I'm sure I'm not the only one. Just going to keep an eye out for the signs here so I don't get lost. So just have a look here, because this looks like an old Roman sort of bridge. Ponte da Aspera. Work from the 18th century of medieval traces and built on the Silerio River, is a Romanesque bridge that pilgrims need to cross in order to leave Sarria and head towards Barbadelo. Well, that's true. And there's a few messages on there. Integrity is telling myself the truth, and honesty is telling the truth to other people. Buen Camino. I don't know how that's that. Each to their own.